Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Reform Deformity Eradicate Deformity Empire. Okay, it's from peace and love to the community. And today we're going to be talking about let me back up. Most of what Reform Deformity is about telling stories of diversity and difference in the community and using those stories to inspire and uplift the community. A part of my story is about surviving cancer as a child. I was thinking, could some of my survival be credited to research from Henrietta Lacks? Now, I don't know, but it's worth taking a look. So now, let's take a look and discuss the story of Henrietta Lacks. Henrietta Lacks was born Loretta Pleasant in Roanoke, Virginia in 1920. Now, at some point in her life, she changed her name to Henrietta Lacks. In 1941, she married her husband David and moved to Maryland. On February 1st of 1951, Miss Lacks went to Johns Hopkins Hospital. She was experiencing severe abdomen pain and abnormal bleeding. After many tests, she was diagnosed with cervical cancer as by way of Dr. Howard Jones. Keep in mind that during that time, Johns Hopkins was one of few hospitals in the area that serviced black individuals. During the radiation treatment, the doctors removed 2 cervical samples. Samples were removed without Mrs. Lack's knowledge and or her family's knowledge as well. Even after the doctors removed the 2 cervical samples, she continued to experience severe pain, and later she passed in 1951 of October at the age of 31. The cells from Henrietta Lacks that were taken ended up on the researcher's desk, Dr. George G. Dr. George G. noticed an unusual quality of cells from Henrietta Lacks, and unlike most people's cells, they would have died already. But hers were substantially durable. And from there, he isolated them and began to multiply the cells. He later dubbed the name the HeLa line, named after Henrietta Lacks. The family would not know about the cells until over 20 years later in 1973. Her cells served as the basis for AIDS treatments, chemotherapy, in vitro fertilization, COVID-19 vaccines, and the list goes on and on. Despite these major breakthroughs and medical advancements from the greatness of Mrs. Lack's cells, the family received no compensation. Many pharmaceutical and biotech companies were making billions while the family struggled. From the success of Rebecca Skloot's best-selling Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks in 2010, help from Dr. Roland Patillo and civil rights attorney Ben Crump, a campaign was launched to acquire justice, dignity, and recognition from what they had suffered through decade after decade. However, it wouldn't be until 2023 when the family would receive a financial settlement from biotech company Thermo Fisher, and there were many more to come. Of course, this is just a short story, but it shows how blacks in Baltimore were exploited without proper pay, equality, and or no respect that exists still today. And also, I want to give my thanks to the Lacks family because her cells could be the reason I'm alive today. And like they said, her cells were used as the foundation for cancer treatment. And me, at the age of 3 in the 90s, was a child who had cancer, childhood cancer during that time. So I'm thinking it's a possibility that her cells possibly helped save my life. So, give thanks to her family and to her, and, much praise and peace to the ancestors. And they are building a Henrietta Lacks building as we speak. So, yeah, let's take a look at that. Yeah, this is the building that they're building now in honor of Henrietta Lacks, and it's currently being built. It looks great, see the spiral staircases and everything in the background. The glass, representing the cells, the style and nature as well. But it looks like it's going to be a great building. I want to try to get closer to show y'all some more of it. But yeah, see, this is the other side of the building, which I couldn't see from the video. But the spiral staircasing is right there. That's currently being built. I'm not sure when it's going to be finished, but as you can see on the outside, see Henrietta Lacks building, sponsored a large part by Johns Hopkins. See a little literature right there for you. Yep, building collaborative space for education and research, which is cool. I'm sure thanks in big part to the Henrietta Lacks family as well. So to, learn more about the legacy of Henrietta Lacks right there. I guess they're hiring as well, so I guess that's good for the community also. But, there's, different people, you always hear about Johns Hopkins doesn't pay that well, but, I'm not trying to work there. From the pictures, it looks like it's going to be amazing inside. So hopefully they give back to the community, and that would be great. Some more pictures about how it's going to look. I guess it's built by, I guess, the Turner Mahogany. So shouts out to them. But yeah, this is what's going to look like, I guess, right there. So yeah, continue to spread that peace and love to the community. You know, let me know if there's any more stories that you might know, or maybe you yourself have a story of difference or diversity, and how you use that to inspire the community. And if so, let me know. We can share your story to the world. So continue to spread that peace and love to the community, and one love and bless up.